Welcome to a new podcast where we're breaking through and breaking it down with a new girl. Your host, Dawn Piercy. Welcome to a new podcast. My name is Dawn. I am your host. I am here with TimpMo, and he is a music artist hailing from Alabama. TimpMo, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into music? How old were you? Where did it start?
I've been into music all my life, honestly. Like, it's just something that I've always been passionate about. As a little boy, I would say maybe 8, 9 years old, just being in the house. I'm from Alabama, so my aunties and mothers and all of my elders, the only thing they listened to was just good soul music, and that's something that draw me just into music. Where I just fell in love with it. So I would say like 8 or 9 years old, where I started the transition of just loving music, just the melodies and just everything about it just kind of like put me just in another realm of how I thought about things. So I just love
Mhm.
music. My transition from music started a few years after that, where I just started freestyling in the classrooms and just making myself noticeable, making people want to know who I am, like just wanted to give myself some type of visibility to let people know, hey, I'm a music artist, like I do these type of things.
Mhm.
I never really been shy, so I just felt like music was just a part of my journey.
Okay. Nice, nice. How
Yeah.
what do you play instruments? And if you do, what is the instrument that you're drawn to the most?
Great question. Nobody never asked me this. I never played any instruments. I was never in a band. Um, I don't, and so what I look forward to, I want to actually
Mhm.
start to figure out how to play the guitar and the clarinet and some
Mhm.
other instruments, but no, I don't know how to play any.
Okay.
I'm actually, but I'm looking forward to trying to figure out how I can though. Like that's something I want to do for the new
Okay.
year.
Nice. Now,
Yeah.
is it do you just are you a songwriter and you do your music that way? Because I know you've got an actual and a pretty extensive music career. I've seen that you've been making music since around 2016. And tell us a little bit about your history there.
So like I say, I would say 2016 is when I actually started like taking music serious. So you would see
Mhm.
like uploads of, albums and singles and things of that sort in
Yeah.
2016. But
Mhm.
um, I started really just, get putting my feet in the sand in probably like 2012, 2013, just being inspired by at that time I think it was Drake that was just coming
Okay.
out and Meek Mills, Nicki Minaj, and Future, all these artists that kind of like inspired me to want to be a music artist. So
Right.
I would say 2013, but 2016 is when I dropped my actual first album on DSPs through TuneCore, and my
Okay.
life kind of took off from there.
Okay. Nice. Now, you are the CEO of Built to Last. That is a publishing company, a record label. And tell us a little bit about your journey with that. You also have a podcast, and let us know a little bit about that as well, because you have a lot of positive, inspiring posts that make
Thank you.
people think about who they are as humans and humanity. And I think that's really important in these days.
Man, thank you so much, Dunn. So,
Mhm.
Built to Last is a lifestyle. This is like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I'm thinking is I'm built to last. No matter what situation you're in, no matter what's going on in your life, we all have bad days. We all have
Right.
days where we just don't want to get up out of our bed. But you got to understand at the end of the day that you're built to last. So that's what it represents. It's just for anybody out there that needs motivation, it's built to last. So it don't have anything to do with music. It's just something that you have to know in your mind that you're built to last. So I was able to put that into music and Built to Last being something that I'm so inspired by. Like it's something that, as a little boy dreaming and just in my bed, thinking about things, it's something that always was in my mind. I wanted to create something because I have a brother right now that's locked up. He's in federal penitentiary. And he was one of the people that inspired me to make Built to Last an actual label. Because some of the things that he did, and he ended up, being prosecuted for those things and going down the road, and he's been locked up for a long time. Those are some of the inspirations that drew me to want to create the Built to Last label. I also have a cousin that's locked up in state prison in Alabama that I grew up with, and the ideology of built to last is something he went through. Like all these I would say testimonies of these people that I'm telling y'all about, they are like the direct reason why I created Built to Last. Because imagine being locked up in a cell, looking up at a brick ceiling and being locked up 23 hours a day in a cell and you can't do anything. You have to know you built to last. So it derived from there, just knowing that you are strong and you're will and you're gonna get through it no matter what the situation is. And I tell them this all the time when I'm on the phone with them. I'm putting this and drilling this in their head, and they know this. So that's where it started. Now, as far as the Richh podcast is something that I just started. It's something that I've been thinking about for the last year or so, and I knew that I was gonna start on it in 2026. And I started it on the first day of 2026. And what it represents is real talk, real conversations, wealth talk, women talk, men talk, just relatable issues in society that we live in that's inspiring. And don't get me wrong, some of the information may hit you um, where it may be a good punch to you, but it's the truth. It's raw,
Yeah.
unfiltered information that we
Well,
need in our life, and it's something that I felt like I had to give to the people.
a brother, a sibling, or someone close to them being incarcerated. I'd like to know, did that inspire you to drive, to to think more before you act in life, and to know the outcome, to pause and reflect in any of your decision making and say, I have to make it because I have to make it not just for me, but for them too.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking that question. Like the battery that's been put in my back, like I say, it comes directly from those situations with my bigger brother who raised me practically and my little cousin who I grew up with, like hand in hand. Um, they inspired me to do this. Like everything about Built to Last is them. And so anytime that I wake up in the morning, and cause man, I swear, done, it be days that I just don't want to do this. I don't want to. I just don't want to do it sometimes. But I think about them. I think about them, and like it's no bigger motivation for me to know that I'm out here moving and trying to do what I can for them, and that's what I'm doing it for them. Like they got to know that I'm gonna carry the torch. I got them. So yes, ma'am, absolutely. Like, and another thing you said, my decision making, it matured me. But seeing them go through their situations matured me very young on. That's why I'm very well. I've been mature, like even at a young age, but like even now, like I'm so mature. The way I think, I just process things different from the average person because I understand like consequences. I understand that one decision can jeopardize your
Yeah,
whole
yeah, it
life.
can.
So it's just like I really, I'm a Virgo anyway, so Virgos
I
overthink,
am
but like
too.
I really, so I map out everything. I'm processing everything as I go. So that's kind of like how I am.
And you're out there helping people be able to do that. Now, what do you have coming out that, and where can your fans, my fans, people that are joining into the podcast, where can they tune in to follow and listen to your music and Built to Last? How do they get in touch with that and the Richh podcast? Tell us, and it's a Richh podcast with two H's, not just one. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so if you want to, stay in contact with me and everything that I have going on from Built to Last on Instagram, you can follow us at B2L Global. That's gonna be Built to Last, the actual Instagram for Built to Last, the label. As far as my Instagram, it's going to be TimpMo, TimpMo. That's where you can find my new music and behind the scenes music videos and things of that sort. Now, what I'm working on right now, I'm done writing. I just wrote like 2 albums. I have a few singles that's coming out. I got an R&B album that I'm working on recording. So I'm looking forward to that because I never did an R&B album. So it's gonna be a lot of singing going on, a lot of female stuff going on, a lot of stuff that I went through. I went to how to heal. So I definitely think y'all should definitely look forward to that, and that's gonna be coming out in a few months. So yeah, look forward to it, and that will be on Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms. So definitely check that out, and I would love your support. As far as the Richh podcast, Richh podcast is gonna be on Instagram also, and I'm also working on the website for all these things to collide together. So you won't just have to go directly to Instagram, but Richh Podcast is gonna be RICHH podcast, and I post daily. Just um, words of encouragement, words of motivation, things that you would need to take with you, whether good or bad, because sometimes it can't be all good, right? And
Right, right.
so everything is motivational and it's something to get you through your day. So I post on a daily basis, so definitely follow. I
Okay.
would appreciate it.
Yeah, most
Absolutely.
definitely. So, for our listeners, I will link everything in TimpMo's bio for you. So all you have to do is click and follow. And if you are tuning in MP3 and not MP4, head over to anewpodcast.org, click TimpMo's bio, and all the information will be right there. Now, TimpMo, I want to thank you so much for being a new guest. And this has been a wonderful interview. And for our viewers, go and follow TimpMo, check out Built to Last, and check out the Richh podcast. You won't be sorry.